Everyone tells you to stop comparing yourself to other people, but nobody tells you why you're comparing in the first place, because the answer has almost nothing to do with them. Every time you open your phone, another life seems further ahead, a better body, a bigger business, more money, more success. Eventually, it starts feeling like everyone is moving except you. But here's the strange part. The people you're comparing yourself to aren't creating your pain. They're only revealing something you haven't noticed yet. Think about it. You sit down to work, yet somehow you end up checking someone else's progress instead of your own. Why? Because comparison isn't a confidence problem, it's an attention problem. Your attention has nowhere meaningful to go, so it starts wandering. A mind that isn't occupied will always look for something to occupy it. And the easiest thing to consume is someone else's life. You don't compare because you're weak. You compare because your attention has extra space. And attention hates empty space. It always finds somewhere to land. So it opens another app, another profile, another success story. Then quietly asks, why aren't you there yet? You measure your unfinished chapter against someone's carefully edited highlight reel, and you call that feeling insecurity. But that's not what it is. It's unused energy. Energy that was meant to build your future, but got redirected into watching someone else's. Here's the truth almost every self-help video misses. You cannot think your way out of comparison. Affirmations help. Motivation helps. Deleting social media helps for a little while, but none of them solve the real problem, because eventually you'll compare again. Maybe not on Instagram, maybe in real life, maybe inside your own head. Comparison doesn't disappear until your attention finds something bigger, something worth staying with. And that's where everything changes. The cure isn't avoiding other people's lives. The cure is becoming deeply invested in your own. Become obsessed with building, not in an unhealthy way, but in a deeply meaningful one. Build your body, one workout, one meal, one small promise kept. Master your craft. Read another page. Practice another hour. Learn one more skill today than you knew yesterday. Create something you're proud of, a business, a piece of art, a YouTube video, a life that didn't exist before you built it. When your own becoming demands all of your attention, something beautiful happens. You stop looking sideways because you're finally moving forward. When you're completely consumed by building your own life, something unexpected begins to happen. Other people's success stops stealing your attention. Instead, it starts giving you ideas. You don't think, why them? You think, if they did it, maybe I can too. That's the difference between comparison and inspiration. One drains your energy, the other multiplies it. Comparison asks, why am I behind? Growth asks, what's my next step? Only one of those questions builds a better future. Here's something worth remembering. Inspiration and comparison cannot live in the same nervous system. One requires empty attention. The other requires full presence. Stop asking, how do I stop comparing myself? That question keeps your attention trapped in the problem. Instead, ask, what am I building that's big enough to deserve all of me? That single question changes everything. Build a stronger body. Build a sharper mind. Build a skill the world can't ignore. Build something that makes tomorrow's version of you grateful you started today. Make your own life so demanding, so alive, so meaningful that everyone else's timeline becomes background noise. Not because you're forcing yourself to ignore it, because you simply don't have the attention left to give it. You don't need less comparison. You need a bigger obsession. Go build the version of yourself that has no time left to look sideways. This is the 1%. This is soul work. If this message found you at the right time, subscribe and let's keep building.